Let me go! Court, you can't do that.
Pray, be calm a moment.
Mr. Hale, go in that court and demand I speak.
A moment, sir, a moment.
Mr. Hale, I only said my wife were reading books. She's innocent to a witch.
How dare you come roaring into this court, Corey? Have you gone daft?
You're not a Boston judge yet, Hawthorne. You'll not call me daft.
Who is this man?
Giles Corey, sir, and a more contentious...
I am asked a question, and I am old enough to answer it. I am Corey, sir. Giles Corey. I have 6,000 acres of timber in addition. It be my wife you're condemning now.
How do you imagine to help her cause such contemptuous right?
Well,
Now be gone. Your old age alone keeps you in jail for this.
sir, I only mean to say my wife.
And then you take it upon yourself to decide what this court shall believe and what it shall set aside?
Sir, I mean no disrespect.
Disrespect indeed. It is disruption, mister. This is the highest court of the supreme government of this province. Do you know it?
I do, sir, but my wife were only reading books.
What books?
Sir, this is my third wife, and I never had a wife had such interest in books, you see, and I only mean to find the reason of why she reads those books. I broke charity with a woman. I broke charity!
Excellency, he claims hard evidence in his wife's defense. I think that in all justice you must...
Then let him submit his evidence and proper affidavit. We're certainly aware of our procedure here, Mr. Hale. Clear this room.
Please, sir. We've come here 3 days now and cannot be heard.
Who is this?
Francis Nurse, Your Excellency.
His wife's Rebecca that were condemned this morning.
Indeed. I'm amazed to find you in such uproar. I've only good report of your character, Mr. Nurse.
You must both be arrested in contempt, Your Honor.
Peace. Do you know who I am, Mr. Nurse?
Why, I surely do, sir. I believe you must be a wise judge to be what you are. But,
And do you know that near to 400 are in jails from Marblehead to Lynn, and upon my signature?
well, I know that, sir, but we have proof, sir.
And 72 condemned to hang by that signature.
We have proof, sir. The girls are frauds.
This
What?
is contempt, sir. Contempt.
The girls are all frauds. They're all deceiving you.
What's who?
We have proof of it, sir. You are being deceived.
Mary Ward, what are you about here?
Would you speak to the deputy governor?
Did you not tell me Mary Warren was sick in bed?
Sure, Your Honor. When I went to go fetch her to court last week, she said she was sick.
Do you know this man, sir?
No, I do not. Who is this?
I'm John Proctor, sir. Elizabeth Proctor is my wife.
She be the girl that we sentenced to hang this morning. Now, I would like you to beware this man, sir. He is mischief.
I think you must hear the girl, Excellency. She...
Peace. What would you tell us, Mary Warren?
She never saw no spirits, sir.
Never saw no spirits.
Never, sir.
She has signed a deposition, sir.
No doubt, except no depositions. Tell me, Mr. Proctor, have you given word of this to the village?
We have not.
They've come to overthrow the court, Your Excellency. This is clearly contempt.
I pray you, Mr. Pattis. Do you know, Mr. Proctor, that the entire contention of the state within these trials is that the voice of heaven is speaking through the children?
Aye, sir.
And you, Mary Warren, how came you to cry out people for sending the spirits against you? I cannot hear you.
Mere pretense, she says.
Ah, and the other girls? Susanna Wolcott and the others? They are also pretending?
I said.
Bothers me greatly, sir. I doubt that we're all an act. I mean, are we not? Is this court not blessed with God's wisdom? I think you should question Mr. Proctor and his puppet a little bit more to see if they're truly willing to carry on with this.
Indeed.
Good reason.
Now, Mr. Proctor, before I shall hear your evidence or not, I should tell you this. We burn a hot fire here, it melts down all concealment. Are you sure in your conscience, mister, that your evidence is the truth?
Aye, sir, and you will surely know it.
I take it you came to declare this revelation in the open court before the public?
I thought I would. Aye, with your permission.
Now, sir, what is your purpose in doing so?
Why,
I would free my wife, sir.
There's nowhere in your heart, nor hidden in your spirit, any
Why?
desire to undermine this court?
No, sir.
I tell you straight, mister, I have seen models in this court. I've seen people choked before my eyes by spirits. I have seen them stuck by pins and slashed by daggers. I have not the slightest reason to suspect that the children may be deceiving me. Do you understand my meaning?
Excellency, does it strike upon you that so many of these women have lived so long with such upright reputation?
Do you read the gospel, Mr. Prophet?
I read the gospel.
I think not. For if you read the gospel, you would know that Cain were an upright man, and yet he did kill Abel.
Aye, God tells us that. But who tells us Rebecca Nurse murdered several children by sending her spirit on them? It is the children only, and this one will swear she lied to you.
Judge Huff.
Aye, she's the one.
Mr. Proctor, this morning your wife sent me a claim in which she states she is pregnant now.
My wife, pregnant?
There be no sign of it. They've examined her body.
If she says she is pregnant, sir, then she must be. That woman would never lie, Mr. Danforth.
She will not?
No, no, sir, no.
Mr. Proctor, if I should tell you your wife will be kept another month, and if she begin to show her natural signs, she'll be kept another year until she is delivered. What say you to that? Come, you say your only purpose is to save your wife. Good then. She is saved yet another year, and a year is long. So come, man, what say you? Good then. It is done. Will you drop this charge?
I think I cannot.
Then your purpose is somewhat larger.
They've come to overthrow the court, This Excellency. Please, I was right.
Pray you, Mr. Harris.
Your Honor, these are my friends. Their wives are also accused.
I judge you not. Sit you down, sir. I'm ready to hear your evidence.
Will you read this first, sir? It's a sort of testament. The people signing it declare their good opinion of my wife, Rebecca Nurse, and Martha Corey.
Their good opinion.
These are all covenant people, sir. Landholding farmers. Members of the church. If you'll notice, sir, they had known the woman many years and never saw that they had dealings with the devil.
How many names are here?
91, Your Excellency.
These people should be summoned for questioning.
I think they must be examined, sir.
It is not necessarily an attack, I think, yet.
But, sir, these are all covenant Christians. They said that, why, I
Then-
told them that no trouble would be brought upon them by signing this.
Then I'm sure they may have nothing to fear. Mr. Cheever, have warrants drawn for all these arrests for examination. Now, mister, what other information do you have for us? You may sit, Mr. Nurse.
I've brought great harm on these people.
No, sir, you have not hurt these people if they are of good conscience. But you must understand that a person is either with this court or he must be counted against it. There be no road between. This is a sharp time now, a precise time. No longer do we live in the dusky afternoon when evil mixed itself with good and befuddled the world. Now by God's grace, the shining sun is up, and them that fear not light will surely praise him. I hope you will be one of those. She's not hardy, I see.
No, sir, she's not. Remember what the angels say to the boy Tobias. Do that which is good. No one will hurt you.
Come, man, we wait you.
John, my deposition. Give him mine.
Aye. This is Mr. Corey's deposition, sir.
Oh?
What let her drew this, Corey?
You know I never hired a lawyer in my life, Hawthorne.
It's very well phrased. My compliments.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Paris, Mr. Putnam is in the building. Bring him here.
All right. I should like to say, though, that this is a clear attack upon this court.
You have no legal training, Mr. Carr.
Why, sir, I have the best. I am 33 times in court and always plaintiff, too.
No, then you must put a bond.
I never put a bond, sir. I know my rights and I will have them. Your father tried a court case of mine might be 35 years ago.
Indeed?
He never spoke of it.
No, I cannot recall it.
Ah, that is odd. He gave me £5 damages. See, at the time I had a white mare, and this fellow come along to borrow it. And then,
Enter.
hi, there he is.
Mr. Putnam. I have here an accusation by Mr. Corey, in which he states that you coldly prompted your daughter to cry witchery upon George Jacobs, which is now in jail.
It's a lie!
Mr. Putnam states your charge is a lie. What say you to that?
A fart on Thomas Putnam, that's what I've got to say to that.
What proof do you submit for your charge, sir?
The proof is there. If Jacobs hangs, he must forfeit up his land, and no one has such the coin to buy a piece other than Putnam.
The proof, sir. Proof.
The proof is there. I heard it from an honest man who, on the day that his daughter cried out upon Jacobs, that she would give him a fair gift of land.
And the name of this man?
What name?
The name of the man who gave you this information.
Why, I cannot give you a name.
And why not?
You know full well why not. If I give a name, he'll lie dead in a jail cell.
You will surely tell us the name.
I cannot give a name. I mentioned my wife's name once, and I'll burn in hell long enough for that.
In
I'll
that-
stand mute.
In that case, I have no choice but to arrest you in contempt of this court. Do you know that?
You cannot clap me contempt of a hearing.
Oh, it is a proper lawyer. Do you wish me to declare the court in full session here? Will you give me good replies?
I will give no name.
You are a foolish old man. Mr. Cheever, begin the record. The court is now in session. I ask you, Mr. Corey.
Your Honor, he has the name in confidence, sir. Surely you must see that.
It is in such confidences that the devil lives. If there were no confidences, Your Honor, there would be no conspiracy.
I think it must be broken, sir.
Old man, if your informant tells us the truth, let him come here openly like a decent man. But if he hides in shadows, I must know why. Now, sir, the government and Central Church demand the name of the man who accused Mr. Thomas Putnam, a common murderer.
Excellency,
Mr. Hale,
we cannot blink it anymore. There is a prodigious fear of this court in the country.
and there's prodigious guilt in the country. Are you afraid to be questioned here?
I may only fear the Lord, sir, but there is fear in the country nevertheless.
Reproach me not with the fear in the country. There's fear in the country because there's a moving plot to topple Christ in the country.
But it does not follow that everyone accused is a part of it.
No uncorrupted man may fear this court, Mr. Hale. None. Now, Mr. Corey, you are under arrest and contempt of this court. Now sit you down and take counsel with yourself, or you'll be set in jail until you decide to answer all questions.
What Mr. Hale has said is a clear attack upon this court, Your Excellency.
Is every defense an attack upon the court? Can no one defend themselves?
Mr. Hale, good and Christian people are happy for the courts of Salem. These people are gloomy for it. All of them. Pray proceed, Mr. Danforth. Corey, speak now.
I will give no name.
Presume then that there is no need for Mr. Putnam here.
Mr. Putnam, you are dismissed. Now, what other depositions do you have for us, Mr. Proctor?
Which one, sir? Which is Mary Ward's. I'll have you remember, sir, that while you read this, you are no different than the children are today.
I should like to question.
Mr. Paris, I bid you be silent.
She screamed. She howled. She swore familiar spirits in the face of women now in jail tried to win her soul away. And when she refused,
Mr. Cheever, will you go into the court and bring the children in? Mary Warren, how came you to this turnabout? Has Mr. Proctor threatened you for this deposition?
No, sir.
Has he ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Has he threatened you?
No, sir.
Can you tell me you sat in my court callously lying when you knew people would hang by your evidence? Answer me!
I did, sir.
How were you instructed in your life? Do you know that God damns all liars? Or is it now that you lie?
No, sir. I'm with God.
You are with God.
I'm with God.
I will tell you this. Either you are lying in the court or you are lying now. In either case, you have committed perjury upon this court and you will go to jail for it. You cannot lightly say you lied, Mary. Do you know that?
I cannot lie no more. I'm with God now. I'm with God.
Sir, Putnam's not in court, sir, nor the other children.
These will be sufficient.
Without the children, and do not believe that the court cannot continue. I think we should call it a recess.
You're right, Mr. Paris. Children, sit you down.
Willard, if you would.
Willard, bid Judge Stratton Judge C will declare recess for 1 hour. All witnesses and prisoners are to be kept in the building.
You forgive me, sir. He is a good man. I've known him all my life.
I'm certain, Marshal. Children, I have here an accusation by Mr. Mary Warren here, in which she states that she never saw familiar spirits, apparitions, or any manifest of the devil. She claims, as well, children, that neither of you have seen these either. Now, children, this is a court of law, the law based upon the Bible written by Almighty God, forbids the practice of witchcraft and describes death as the penalty thereof. But likewise, children, God damns all liars and bearers of false witness. Now, it does not escape me that this deposition may be devised to blind us. It could be that Mary Warren has been conquered by Satan, which she is sent here to do now to distract our sacred purpose. But if she speak true, children, I bid you drop your guile now, and more quick confession will go easier with you. Abigail Williams, rise. Is there any truth in this?
No, sir.
Children, a very argued bit will now be turned into your soul until your honesty is proved. Will any of you change your positions now, or do you force me into hard questioning?
I have not to change, sir. She lies.
Would you still go on with this?
Aye, sir.
A pompette were discovered in Mr. Proctor's house, stabbed by a needle. Mary Warren here states that she used that beside her in court while she made it and witnessed her stab a pompette, needle into it for safekeeping.
It is a lie, sir.
While you worked for Mr. Proctor, did you see any pompettes in that house?
Why, yes. Goody Proctor always kept puppets.
Your Honor, my wife never kept no puppets. Mary Warren swore it was her puppet.
Your Excellency,
Mr. Cheever?
when I went to speak with Goody Proctor, she said she never kept no puppets, not since you were a girl, sir.
She's not been a girl these 15 years.
But could not a puppet keep for 15 years?
He will keep fit as kept.
Could not a puppet have been hidden where no one could see it, perhaps?
There may also be 2 golden candlesticks hidden in my house, but no one ever saw them.
We are here, Mr. Proctor, exactly to discover what no one has ever seen.
Your Excellency, this girl tells the truth.
I doubt she tells the truth, sir. She would dare say that the court itself is a lie, and the chief witnesses of it. Good and upright women, and the minister's niece, and backed by the word of the Lord, and the minister himself were liars. 2 ministers, for that matter. Please.
I will show you the goodness of the niece of the minister. Mary, tell them about the woods.
Mr. Proctor,
You see, sir, Abigail leads the girls into the woods. There, they have danced naked.
They were never naked, sir.
But they have danced. Abigail?
When I first came here from Beverly, Excellency, Mr. Paris told me that.
Do you deny it, Mr. Paris?
No. He danced. But once only. While we're at it, Mr. Proctor here will surely attempt to smear my good name more. My niece may have laughed during prayer, but once, twice, nay, thrice. But still, she's sometimes silly. She is solemn now, though.
Aye, and she solemnly goes to hell.
Quiet, man!
Your Honor, I see not how laughter in church could possibly have to do on murder.
Aye, but it strikes hard upon me that she will laugh during prayer. Proceed, Mr. Proctor.
Aye, sir. You see, sir, with all this goodness of this so-called child, you will surely see that they are lying.
so crucial, sir. Perhaps we should have a lawyer bring this argument forward, lest we be subjected to listen to this any further.
Yes, Excellency. I pray you, stop now. A claim so weighty cannot be made by a farmer. I bid you stop now and let lawyers present this argument.
Now look you, Mr. Hale.
Excellency, I have signed 72 death warrants. I am a minister of the Lord, and I dare not take a life without there be proof so immaculate no qualm of conscience may doubt it.
Mr. Hale, you surely do not doubt my justice.
Excellency, I have signed away the soul of Rebecca Nurse. I'll not conceal it. I'll tell you true. My hand shakes as yet with a wound. This argument, I pray you, let lawyers present to you.
Now look, Mr. Hale, for a man of such terrible learning, you are most bewildered. I hope you will forgive me. I've been 32 years at the bar, and I should be confounded were I were to be called upon to defend these people. But let you consider now, and I bid you all do likewise, how does one defend the accused in an ordinary crime? One calls up witnesses to prove his innocence. For witchcraft is ipso facto, by its face and by its nature, an invisible crime. So who may possibly be witnesses? The witch and the victim. None other. Now we cannot hope that the witches will accuse themselves, granted. Therefore, we must rely upon our victims. And they do testify. The children do certainly testify. As for the witches, none will deny that we are most eager for their confessions. Therefore, what is left for a lawyer to bring out? I think I have made my point. Am I not?
This girl claims that they are not truthful, and if they are not...
That is exactly what I'm about to consider, sir. What more may you ask of me unless you doubt my justice?
I surely do not. Let you consider it.
And let you lay your heart to rest. Mr. Proctor, what more evidence do you claim?
Now, sir, Mr. Hale spoke of truth and truthfulness, and I think that is indeed the heart of the matter, but not for the reasons he said. How do we know that Barry Warren is being truthful now?
If I may, sir.
Correct. Proceed, Judge Hawthorne.
Mary Warren, you said you were not sent upon by any manifested devil or spirits, did you not?
Yes, sir.
And when the accused sat in the courtroom, and you callously lied, saying they had sent their spirits out upon you, did you not?
Did you not turn cold, Barry Warren?
Yes, sir.
Did you not pretend to faint?
Yes, sir.
I cannot hear you.
It were pretense.
You saw her fate. Yes, Mr. Danforth.
I saw that many times.
Good, good. Now, no one in this courtroom is accused of being a witch. So it follows that you would have been pretending that you were being choked by vile spirits, yes?
It is true, Mr. Paris.
Well, then let her faint like she did before. Let her faint and prove how she lied so many times before. Come now, faint!
Faint.
I faint! Do it! Prove to us! Prove to us that you're not a liar, Mary Warren.
I cannot.
Can you not pretend it?
I have no sense of it now.
Why? It's knocking now.
I cannot tell, sir.
Might it be that there were afflicting spirits in the court, but now there are none?
I never saw no spirits.
Perhaps. You thought you only thought you saw them.
Thought you saw.
Sir.
How could you think you saw them unless you saw them?
I cannot tell, sir, but I did it, and the other girls, they were screaming. And you, Mr. Danforth, you seem to believe them. And I cannot tell how I did. I only thought I did, but I did not.
Surely your excellency is not taken in by such a base lie from a base liar.
Abigail Williams. Tell me, child. To God, every soul is precious. and his vengeance is terrible on them that take life without cause. Are you sure in your conscience that these
What?
spirits may have been illusion only, some deception that may have crossed you when...
This is a base question, sir.
Child, I would have you consider...
Mr. Danforth, I have been hurt. I have been near to murder every day because I've done my duty, pointing out these devil's people. And this is my reward? To be denied, mistrusted, questions like...
Child, I do not mistrust
Let
you.
you beware, Mr. Danforth. Think you be so mighty that the power of hell may not turn your wits? Let you beware of it. There is...
What is it, child?
I know not. Look, cold wind has come.
Your Honor, I freeze.
They're pretending!
Awful, please, feel
I
them.
freeze, Your Honor.
Abby!
Your Honor,
Mary, do you send a spirit on us? Lord, save me!
Your Honor, she'd be as cold as ice.
Mary, warrior, I say, do you send your spirit out at them?
No, no, sir.
Oh, Heavenly Father, take away the shadow.
Whore! Man, how do you dare call heaven?
Mr. Danforth, he's lying.
You charge.
It is a whore!
Now hear him. She's not a whore.
You approve this. This will not pass.
I have known her, sir. I have known her.
You are a lecher?
John, you cannot.
No, Francis. It is true. She will deny it. But surely, sir, you would know that a man would not throw away his good name. You surely know that.
What time? In what time? In what place?
In the proper place, where my beasts are bedded. It is 8 months now, sir, since she has served me in my house. A man may think God sleeps, but God sees everything. I know that now. And my wife, my dear good wife, put her out on the high road soon after for what she is, a lump of vanity. Excellency, forgive me, for I lusted, and there was a promise in such sweat. She thinks to dance on my wife's grave, for well she might, for I have lusted. But surely, sir, you see now that it is a whore's vengeance. My wife is instant except to know a whore when she sees one.
You deny every scrap and tittle of this?
If I must answer that question, I will leave and I will not come back.
She does not deny it, Mr. Danforth. She does not deny it.
You will stay where you are. Sit you down. Your wife. Say she is an honest woman.
Aye, sir.
Mr. Paris, bring Goody Proctor here. And Mr. Paris, speak not one word of what's been spoken here. Not before you enter. Now we shall touch to the bottom of this swamp. You say your wife threw her out for a harlot?
Aye, sir.
And knew her for a harlot?
Aye, sir. She knew her for a harlot.
Good then. If she tell me, child, it were for harlotry. May God spread his mercy on you. Halt! Turn back, turn back. You do likewise. You will raise not a single gesture, ay or nay. Enter! Good wife Proctor. Come here, woman. You look at me only, in my eyes only, and not at your husband.
Good sir.
We are given to understand that at one time you dismissed your servant, Abigail Williams.
That is true, sir.
For what cause did you dismiss her?
She dissatisfied me and my husband.
In what way dissatisfied you?
She were,
Woman, look at me. Was she slovenly, lazy? What disturbance did she cause?
Your Honor, in that time I was sick, and my husband is a good and righteous man, sir. He is never sick as some are, nor wasted his time at the shovel board, but always at his work. But in my sickness, you see, sir, I were a long time sick after my last baby, and I thought I saw my husband somewhat turning from me. And this girl...
Look at me!
Sir Abigail Williams.
What of Abigail Williams?
I came to think he fancied her. And so I lost my wits one night, I think, and threw her out on the high road.
Your husband, you say. Did he indeed turn from you?
My husband is a goodly man, sir.
Then he did not turn from you.
He...
Woman, look at me. To your knowledge, has John Proctor ever committed the crime of lechery? Answer me. Is your husband a lecher?
No,
Remove her.
Tell the truth, Elizabeth!
She spoke. She has spoken. Remove her.
I confessed it, Elizabeth!
No!
She only thought to save my name.
Excellency, it is a natural lie to tell. I beg you stop now before another is condemned.
She spoke nothing of lechery, and this man lied.
I believe him! This man has struck me true from the beginning, and this girl has struck me false.
Child,
Yellow bird? Why do you come?
Where's the bird?
My face? My face?
Mr. Hale,
be quiet.
do you see a bird?
Be quiet.
But you cannot want to hurt my face. Envy is a deadly sin, Mary.
Abby!
I cannot stop my mouth. It's God's work I do. Abby, you mustn't. Abby, you mustn't.
Mary Ward, do you send your spirit out at them?
No! No!
God preserve us.
Stop it! Stop it!
Mary.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Mary Ward, a little while ago you were afflicted. Now it seems you afflict others. Where did you find this power?
I have no power. I have no power.
Cast your spirit out of them.
Mr. Danforth! Mr. Danforth! They're sporting! They're sporting!
Mary, remember what the angel
Don't
Raphael...
touch me! She's climbing the beam! She's going to come down! Mary, no, please!
You have made compact with Lucifer, have you not?
Never, never!
Mary, please.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Mary,
You're the devil's man!
hear it!
He bids you do the devil's work?
He came at me by night. He said, my wife will not hang. We must contend the court.
Does he come at you with a book? Say something like the devil's book. Does he make you sign your name?
My name!
Ah,
He want my name! Every night he come to me, his eyes black as coals, his nails claw my throat, and I sigh. I sigh.
Excellency, the child's gone wild.
Happy I'll never hurt you more!
What are you? You're combined with Antichrist, are you not? I have seen your power, mister. You will not deny it.
It is not witchcraft. You condemn an honest man.
I have seen your power. You have made compact with Lucifer, have you not? What say you?
I say, God is dead.
hear it! Hear it!
A fire is burning. I hear the voodoo Lucifer. I see his filthy face. It is my face, and it is your face, Mr. Danforth, and all of them that have quailed to bring men out to ignorance, as I have and you do now. God damns our kind especially, and we will burn together.
Marshal, take him in coy within the jail.
I denounce these proceedings. I quit this court.
Remember him. Oh, please, no. You are calling down to heaven and raising up a whore!
Mr. Hale! Mr. Hale!